Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream on everything DC, Marvel, and more. And today we are covering the Star Wars Celebration, which on April April 7th and went until April 8th, 9th, and just finished today on the 10th. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you are enjoying the video, or the live stream, I should say. And we are going to be covering 6 different main panels, you could say. A lot of other different news, but this is all the news from Star Wars Celebration. Something to note too is I was actually going to live stream these panels, but turns out I did not realize that they were going Europe time. If you guys did not know, the event took place in Europe. They were going in Europe time. So really, when it said the panel was going to take place at like noon, it really was taking place at like 6 a.m. my time. And I would not want to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day this weekend covering this, so I decided that I was just gonna, on Monday night, the end of the event, kind of cover everything. I thought it would be better too, since I'll just go straight outward covering stuff. Another thing to note too is that I am going panel by panel, and most of them are in like announcement order. So like, for example, the first panel I'm going through is the Lucasfilm Studio Showcase, and the first thing I announced was most of the time the first thing that that was announced at that panel, and the last thing I announced from the panel was the last thing that they, said at the event. But there's like here and there random stuff. So like, for example, with like the Lucasfilm Publishing panel, there's also some like Jedi Survivor video game news, or like with the Ahsoka panel, I think there's some random like movie news or whatever like that. So just some random news here and there, maybe like kind of just splattered in. And that's just because I am using Discussing Film. I want to give props to them. Literally, every single announcement I'm getting from them is all from Discussing Film. So props to them. They're great, and they literally covered like every single main panel of the event. So yeah, let's just start. There's so much to go through. And it was a pretty good event in my opinion, but we'll do a poll at the end. So let's start with topic point number 1, Lucasfilm Studio Showcase panel. So give me 1 second when I just get all of these set up. I do apologize just because we have, like, this one had so much stuff that got released. So if I ask you guys, remind me, because I'll probably forget. The link that I'm highlighting is the one that I have to click. So just so you know, the one that I'm highlighting is the one that I have to click. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so first up, so something to know about this panel. This is kind of like, if you could think of, almost like think of like San Diego Comic-Con, the panel that like Marvel does. It's almost like that, where they kind of cover like a bunch of different, like, Star Wars content, and they all put in one panel. So first up is Andor. The ending of the Narkina 5 arc in Andor was the final moment they shot in season 1. So another thing to notice too, or note, is a lot of these panels I just put the news, but I also included like kind of fun facts that I thought were interesting. That's considered like a fun fact I thought was interesting, so I decided to share it. Andor Season 2 is halfway through filming and will likely be completed by August. So, I mean, it's April. August is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 months. So about 5 months it should be done filming. Andor Season 2 will likely release in late summer of 2024. So late summer 2024. That's around like August ish. So if we take like 5 months, so it's next August. So not like in 5 months August, but next August and or season two. Tony Gilroy says Andor season two being the ending has allowed for a lot of creative potential. So it seems like Andor season two. I don't know if this was announced, but Andor season two will be the end. We just saw the first trailer for Andor season two releasing next year on Disney Plus. That trailer was exclusive just for attendees, so sadly we cannot show that trailer. And even if I could show it, I won't be able to because YouTube is, um, you know, can't do that. So, but just so you know, there wasn't even a trailer we could view, but there was one that was shown to attendees. The Andor portion ends as Andy Circus, I think that's how you say it, chants one way out. And now they're going on the Koi. I'm not even going to try with that. Let me go on Translate. You guys remember when we did Google Translate of the week? Where I can, like, never say things and then I would put in Google Translate so we can see how to say it. And I think we're going to do that again. Acolytes? Okay, so the Acolyte, or let me see, Acolyte. Okay, so the Acolyte, which is a new Star Wars, series that's coming, is next. And give me one moment. I like was kind of on a time crunch setting up. So yeah, just give me one moment. No, I'm not gonna do that. I have to do overlay. There we go. And then this is the brand new logo, so I'll put this on screen while I'm talking. Brand new logo, or the official logo, I should say, for Acolyte, right there. You can see that. Um, Kathleen Kennedy says that she was blown away by the 4 finished episodes of The Acolyte that she has seen. So, looks like the 4 episodes are great. And, so yeah, that's good. Okay, next. I don't know why it's really slow. Leslie Headland says The Acolyte was pitched as Frozen meets Kill Bill. The series is set in the High Republic. So, series is set in the High Republic. Also good to know. Um, next. Jonas, I'm not sure to pronounce that last name, will star as a Wookiee Jedi in the Acolyte. I forgot how to say it. Uh-oh. Acolyte. So we'll start on the Acolyte as a Wookiee Jedi. Um, Lee will star as a Jedi Master in the Acolyte. It's also very good to know. And let me know if my audio is lagging a little bit. Um, I did see, it looks like my computer is lagging a little bit. So it may be, I'm not sure. One second. Let me just do a test really quickly. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Okay, seems like it is working just fine. Next, many Manny Gencito says every time things feel insanely instead of the Acolyte, he would turn to Amanda Stenberg and say, "We're in Star Wars." So, pretty cool. The first teaser for the Accolade is now being shown exclusively for attendees. So just like the other show that we had, which was it? Andor? Yeah, Andor Season 2. Just like Andor Season 2, there was a trailer that came out, but it is just being shown exclusive to those attendees. The Acolyte releases in 2024 on Disney Plus. First trailer showed tons of martial arts and lightsaber action. So, really good to know. 2024, Andor Season 2, and The Acolyte. Pretty big year for Star Wars series. So, yeah, really cool. Next up is The Mandalorian. So, next we have The Mandalorian. Uh, Rick, not sure to say last name, has directed the final two episodes of The Mandalorian Season 3. We just watched the first 7 minutes of The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7. So, Season 3, Episode 7 is actually coming out this Wednesday in 2 days. So, the attendees this weekend got to see the episode around. This was Friday, so they got to see it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, about 5 days sooner. They had to see the first 7 minutes. And actually, not only did they get to see the first 7 minutes, they actually had a fan screening episode. The full episode 7 of The Mandalorian Season 3 was shown to attendees. They also have a new poster for The Mandalorian Season 3. I won't share it, it's kind of low quality just because Star Wars hasn't officially released it yet, so I won't show it, but they did come out with a new poster, so that may be coming soon. Next up is John Watts' Skeleton Crew, which is now in post-production. So if you're not sure what that means, post-production means that they're done filming. So they filmed everything, they're all done. Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew follows a group of kids who go on an adventure throughout the galaxy. John Watts suggested the idea to John, the Star Wars guy, during production on Far From Home. The director lineup for Star Wars Skeleton Crew: John Watts, David Lowery, the Daniels, Jake, something, Bruce, Dallas Howard, and some other people. So yeah, pretty big director lineup. Next up is a first peek at Star Wars Skeleton Crew. So I think this was exclusive to attendees as well, potentially. Let me get that off the screen. Behind the scenes look at Star Wars Skeleton Crew. So they got a brand new behind the scenes look. And then, yeah, here we go. The first trailer for Skeleton Crew was just shown exclusively to attendees. So, yeah, just shown exclusive. Okay, give me 1 second. There was a lot of lots of announcements. We only got through half of them, and this is all just one panel. So like that just shows there is so much here. Okay. Ravi Kabat counters. Yeah, I don't know how to say. Basically, they announced who is starring in Skeleton Crew, and the series releases in 2023 on Disney Plus. Now, that's really good to have, I guess. Um, Good to know because 2023. I mean, it's April. That's this year, and I think we got a release date. I'll wait until we get to it, but it is releasing in 2023, and I think right here. Okay, next up is Ahsoka. So I'm pretty sure the Skeleton Crew is releasing on in August. That was, from my understanding, I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. So like August of this year, in like 5 months, Skeleton Crew is releasing. So next up is Ahsoka. They also had a Ahsoka panel, which is really cool. But yeah, so next up is Ahsoka. The first trailer for Ahsoka has been released. The series releases in August on Disney Plus. So this was the first trailer, an ever trailer, I'm pretty sure, of the event that we got that was officially released to viewers too. So sadly, I cannot show it. I will put it a link at the end of the stream. But I sadly cannot show it. Yeah, sadly cannot show it, but we do have that trailer that came out. So that's really exciting. Um, and then we had a new look at Ahsoka. So brand new look at Ahsoka. Again, just yeah. Um, Ahsoka releases in August on Disney Plus. So Ahsoka that released in August. Okay, so then what's releasing? See, that's where I'm confused. Skeleton Crew's also released in 2023, so maybe it's coming out in like December of 2023. So like technically, like 2024, almost like what the Book of Boba Fett did, where they kind of were like about it because they said 2023, but they released their first episode the last week of 2023, or no, they said 2022. I'm pretty sure, but they released it the last week of 2022. So then, really, it was all their other episodes were in 2023. So it's like it might be the same thing. They may be releasing Skeleton Crew like the last week of 2023, just so they can say 2023, but then really happy 2024. That's what I would assume because they're already having Mandalorians airing now, and then Ahsoka will lead right into Ahsoka, and then right after Ahsoka will lead to Skeleton Crew, which is honestly that's really cool. I'm happy they're having all of these events and shows, which is super exciting. Let's see. We also had a first look as Hera and Ahsoka. If you watch the trailer, you can see that. Also, a first look at Sabine and Ahsoka again. That's also in the trailer. Just some stuff that's in the trailer. Obviously, Ahsoka, you can see in the trailer because it's Ahsoka. The Rebels, Star Wars Rebels finale is recreated in live action in Ahsoka, which is really cool. So if you're a Star Wars Rebels fan, that's really exciting. We got a brand new poster for Ahsoka, which releases in August 2023. Which you don't have a release date yet. I'm assuming maybe towards like June or July we'll get a release date. It's just good that we actually have a month because, I mean, if it's a month, it has to release on a Wednesday, which means it's either August 2nd, August 9th, 16th, 23rd, or 30th. It has to be one of those days. So that, kind of narrows it down to 5 days or 5 dates that it could start on, which is better than just saying 2023 or better than just saying, end of summer of 2023. So it's good to know kind of that it's sometime in August. And then on the screen right now, as I read some of the new Ahsoka news, you can see right there, brand new poster. Okay. Um, Mon Mothma, I think that's how you say it. In Ahsoka, so a lot of more characters. First peek at Thrawn in Ahsoka. Uh, Kathleen Kennedy says it's time to announce the future of Star Wars films. So this is the big thing. Now we're getting into the final kind of section of the Lucasfilm Studio Showcase panel, which is talking about the films. Future Star Wars projects will span all of these eras. So time to these. So there will be, so again, I'm going to say right here, these are all of the different eras that we will be seeing Star Wars films. So the Old Republic, the High Republic, Fall of the Jedi, Reign of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, the New Republic, and Rise of the First Order. So those would be what the future Star Wars projects will. Yeah, and then Dave Filoni will direct a Star Wars film. Kind of, I'm not sure. Basically, to use more better word that some people may understand, Dave Filoni will direct a Star Wars film recapping, or kind of like, basically, they kind of worded this strange. There will be a Star Wars film with the Mandoverse. So like Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, all those, there will be a Star Wars film that Dave Filoni will direct based on all that, which is really exciting. Um, so a Star Wars film will be following the establishing of a new Jedi Order. It is set 15 years after the rise of Skywalker, which is really exciting. James Mangold's era for his Star Wars film is called Dawn of the Jedi. Daisy Ridley will return as Rey in Charmen's Star Wars film. Rey will rebuild the Jedi Order. And then the directors of the next Star Wars films is James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Charmin, and some other that can't pronounce their last name. So that's it for the Lucasfilm Studio Showcase panel. Now we're gonna go into the Ahsoka panel, which we may actually be starting with. Okay, no, this is. Let's see. So give me 1 second. Okay, so here we go. For the Ahsoka panel, if it loads, Dave Filoni shares original sketches of Ahsoka during her creation, so some original sketches. Pretty cool. Waiting for this to load. Rosario Johnson says the technology has vastly improved for Ahsoka from the Mandalorian to Ahsoka. So Ahsoka's, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I'm not that much of a Star Wars fan, so I don't really know that. I'll put it in the chat. Maybe you guys know what that is. So the technology has improved a lot. New look as at Hera again in Ahsoka. And then we also got a new look at Sabine. David Tennant, I think that's how you say it, will return as. And I'm not sure how to pronounce that either in Ahsoka. I'll just put a picture of the character. Or actually, no. Yeah, I'll put a picture. Okay. Sorry, my computer is just like I can barely do anything on it. It is taking like 30 seconds to download a picture. Usually it takes like not even 3 seconds. Okay. Okay. There it is. If it's, which show. Oh, there we go. So that's the character who will be returning in Ahsoka. Um, we also got some looks at the villains of Ahsoka. So like the main villains of Ahsoka, the directors for Ahsoka. Um, we got some directors: Dave Filoni, Steph Green, Peter Ramsey, Jennifer, uh, yeah, Greta, Paddle, and Rick. I skipped some last names. Uh, Kevin, the Clone Wars. So the person from the that did the Clone Wars will return to compose the score for Ahsoka. So you know, like the music for Ahsoka. Lars Mikkelsen returns as Thrawn in Ahsoka, which was like a big announcement. That's really exciting. A new trailer for Ahsoka was released exclusively, like a new one, an addition to the one that we saw, which showed the first look at Thrawn. Rebecca Henderson will star as Vernestra Roth, I guess they say it, in the Akoi. I already forgot to say it again. So those are like one of those things that was just like random, because if you guys don't know, during the event and these panels, they had like the Star Wars Celebration like floor where they had like almost like mini panels going on. And these are what I was talking about, where like this is technically one of those like mini panels that was going on. So I know I was just talking about Ahsoka, and now I'm talking about Acolyte. But yeah, so Rebecca Henderson will star as that person in Acolyte. Um, Billy D. Williams says he has a autobiography coming soon that is titled "What Have We Here." Pretty good to know. I take that off the screen. Now for the Return of the Jedi panel, 40th anniversary. The Return of the Jedi returns to theaters on April 28th to celebrate the film's 40th anniversary. I think they said they're also releasing some like behind the scenes content, stuff like that, which is super exciting. A new poster for Return of the Jedi by Matt Ferguson has been revealed for the film's 40th anniversary. So brand new poster for that. That would probably be in the theaters. Another kind of just random event thing to know, Tales of the Jedi will return for season 2 on Disney Plus. If you remember Tales of the Jedi, what was Tales of the? Oh yeah, Tales of the Jedi. Yes, I remember. That was the one. That was like the little like animated shorts, I believe. So yeah, so Tales of the Jedi will be returning for a season 2. And then this was just another one of those kind of random announcements. Um, Kathleen Kennedy says the Star Wars film is still gonna that how do you say this? Taika Waititi's. I think that's how you say it. Star Wars film is still going to happen. He doesn't really want to bring others into the process, and I don't blame him. He has a very unique voice, so we want to protect that, and that's what he's doing. So after the Ahsoka panel, Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary, I forgot to change the title. We had the Lucasfilm Publishing panel, but before that, we did have some news on Jedi Survivor, which is a new video game, which will be releasing on a final trailer was released, and the game will be releasing on April 28th, and then it will be releasing on, let me look up the platforms, and when I do that and look up the platforms, It is a open world game where you can kind of like explore, um, and yeah. So it is a freely explorable open world in Jedi Survivor. The platforms will be on PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. And then now on to the Lucasfilm Publishing panel, which Lucasfilm's Publishing panel is kind of talking about like not so much comics, but like books, if that makes sense. And they didn't cover discussing film did not cover the comics portion, but they did the publishing portion, which is more like kind of like books. So we got a first look at Kevin Scott's Tales from the Death Star releasing in fall of 2023. A character encyclopedia for the High Republic will release on November 7th. The first look at Jedi Brave in Every Way, a kid's book in the High Republic era. And then finally, the art of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, so the video game, but like the art of it, has been announced and will release on December 12th of this year, which is super exciting. So now we go on to today. So this is all from today. Lots of news from today, actually. We had the Bad Batch panel and the Visions Volume 2 panel. Think I'm going to after this I'm gonna see what time it is. I may do just like a little like recap type thing, or well, technically I'm doing the recap, but like vote how we think the event was and all that stuff, and then after we do that I may maybe talk about some other stuff like outside of Star Wars, just because there's some other things I want to talk about too. I tried to mute. I had to drink water. I don't know if it actually did because the computer is so laggy. Hopefully it did. Um, okay, so Kathleen Kennedy says that she's expecting to see Stephen Knight's script for the Star Wars, Charmin Star Wars movie within the next month and a half. We can that for quite a while, so just another one of those little mini panel announcements, which is good to know. Kathleen Kennedy confirms that Star Wars opening crawl will return for future movies. You can pre-order Star Wars. Pick up pre-order, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And now for the Star Wars The Bad Batch. So Star Wars The Bad Batch will return for a third and final season. So good to know. It will return for a third and final season, which is exciting. We just a Star Wars Celebration exclusive trailer for the final season of The Bad Batch, which included Fennec, Shand, and Wolfie. The final season of The Bad Batch premieres in 2024. So that means in 2024 we have the Koi. Why do I get the Koi? Or you know what I mean? That one. Um, and The Bad Batch premiering in 2024. Maybe a third one too. Feel like I remember a third one. I'm not sure. So that's releasing in 2024. Um, Another thing is releasing May 4th. What is it? I think it's Young Jedi Adventures. Young Jedi. Yeah, so Star Wars, something's coming out May 4th, which is May the 4th, be with you. And it is Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. So it's like an animated series about young Jedis. Um, it's coming out May 4th, which is really cool. So, yeah, so May 4th, it's coming out on Disney Plus, and then also on May 4th, we're having, I think, Star Wars Visions season 2. So Visions is like anime Star Wars thing. So that's coming out. If you remember that, there's so many. That's coming out also May 4th, I believe. So yeah, a lot of Star Wars content this year. Like it's crazy. So I feel like we've kind of been slowing down, but we're gonna have Mandalorian, and then we're gonna have Visions, Volume 2, and then we're going to have Young Jedi Adventures, and then that's gonna lead into Ahsoka, and then that's gonna lead into Skeleton Wars, and then there may be a little bit of a break until some other Star Wars project begins, which is exciting. The first trailer for Star Wars Visions Volume 2 has been released. The series releases on May 4th on Disney Plus. This was the trailer that everyone could see. So the only three trailers we were all able to see, even if you didn't attend the event, was the Ahsoka trailer, Star Wars Visions Volume 2 trailer, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is the video game trailer. And I'll put all those links in the description or in the comments. One second. Speaking of that, let me do that right now. Okay, and then we also had the voice cast for each short from Star Wars Visions Volume 2. I think it's 9 shorts. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, 9 different episodes. First look at the short, the Arteman's short from Star Wars Visions Volume 2. So we had first looks from a lot. We had a first look of another Star Wars Visions Volume 2, another new first look. I think we had actually, yeah, so it looks like we had a first look, like little secret preview from every single short. Just like a little picture, a little trailer type thing for um, every single short, which is super exciting. So a lot of these are just really like, first looks, which I won't show just because I don't have them all set up and it would take forever to get them all set up. But just know a lot of the Star Wars Visions, um, panel was just showing some sneak peeks for all of them, a new trailer for them, a release date. We also got the first poster for Star Wars Visions Volume 2, which is really cool. Um, they actually showed a full short. So they showed a full entire short of Volume 2, which is super exciting. And then the big news, this was the end of the event, so they revealed this at their final event, which was just a little bit ago. And Star Wars Celebration 2025 will take place in Tokyo, Japan from April 18th to April 20th. Oh, wait. That's weird. Is there not one for 2024? Because that says 2025. 5. Let me see, is there... That's kind of weird. Lucasfilm let us know an article. So yeah, it seems like they are not having an event in 2024. I don't know why, but they're not having an event in 2024, but they'll be returning in 2025. Maybe that's because they had um maybe it's cuz they had like so many stuff come out this time, I guess. I don't know. That's a little weird. Let me see. 25. So April 2025. Yeah, 18 to 20. What was it? 18 to 20. So it's less time too, because this event was 4 days. That event will only be 3. So looks like they're kind of slow putting it down a little bit, which is fine. Um, so that's that. That's the whole event. I honestly, I gotta be honest. I thought that was really good. Let me find. If you go on the Star Wars YouTube channel, you can also watch like 4 hours of content um, from those mini panels, which is super exciting. Another thing too to know is that we are also going to be having um, we are having a the first trailer for the Marvels debuts tomorrow. So the Marvels, first trailer is coming out tomorrow. If you are interested in that, so that's super exciting. Tomorrow we also have a brand new episode of Superman Lois and Gotham Knights before they go on a 1 week hiatus next week. And then this week, actually, I think it's, yeah, this week, Flash is on a hiatus, but then comes back next week. So it's like they flip. So, like, this week, there's no Flash episode, but next week there is. This week there is a Superman Lois and Gotham Knights, but next week there isn't. So they just kind of flip. Um, so yeah, there's kind of are flipping like that. I do want to see. So Flash, I kind of want. I actually wanted to do a recap of all the events. Gotham Knights, I'm a little bit behind, like 2 episodes. I like Gotham Knights so far. I have to be honest. I really like it. Superman Lois, I've been liking it too. Probably one of my favorite seasons. Um, Flash. Let's talk a little bit about that. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Please don't. I hate how it played. Because, like, if they hear one little bit of a trailer, they will put a strike on your channel. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay. Oh, wait, no, no. Okay. I saved that one in time. And I saved that one on time too. Perfect. Okay. So that one that I just posted is Ahsoka. That one I just posted is Star Wars Visions Volume 2. And that one is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So I watched the Ahsoka one. Star Wars Visions just came out a little bit ago. So I still have to watch that one and Jedi Survivor. I'm probably going to watch that with some of my family members. Um, so we'll watch that. And then let's talk about Season 9. We still have about a little bit, so we should be good. what else? I don't think there's is there anything else happening with Marvel. Oh, Secret Invasion. I was on a trip, so some other stuff came out. I'm trying to think. Secret Invasion had a new trailer come out, which we also got the premiere date, I believe. We got a premiere date, June 21st, right? I think. Page not found. Uh-oh. Let me see. Slide. Yeah, we also got a premiere date for um for Secret Invasion. I feel like though, like here's what's I know it's kind of difficult because like with Star Wars Celebration, with all they've announced, like having like four, like if you count everything, like even those small little animated things, Star Wars is coming out with five new projects this year because they had Mandalorian, Visions, Young Jedi Adventures, Ahsoka, and then Skeleton Crew, which is like insane. And then DC has had their stuff. I think they had Doom Patrol, Titans, their Arrowverse shows. So I guess they've also had five. Oh, I guess they also had five. Huh. And Marvel's had zero. Which, yeah, I don't know. I think, I mean, they said they want to really just take time, like, slowing it down. But, like, so what I've noticed is what they're doing is they're wanting it to be, like, not like there's a series every time, but even if there's a movie in theaters, like for example, like you know how movies are in theaters for about a month? Like during that month's time there won't be any content. Like there won't be any more movies, which they've never done, and there won't be shows either. So like if I go to a movie theater, if I go to a movie theater, um let's see. They if they still have they may still have no. What was the last movie that came out? The last movie that came out was what was it? Um, February, right? Because it was Amy and the Wasp: Quantumania. So I feel like they really could have had Secret Invasion come out sooner, like now, because we don't have um we don't have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 until May. And plus, they said they advertised it as coming out in spring. And I'm kind of worried too because I honestly would not be surprised if Marvel doesn't attend San Diego Comic Con this year. Like, what they do is so it's kind of like a trade off because either what Marvel does at San Diego Comic Con is either they have like a lot of like mini panels, like for example they'll probably will have like an animation panel, or they'll have like a video game panel, like a Marvel video game panel, stuff like that. So not just comic panels, like they'll still have stuff other than comics, but if they do stuff like that, then they won't have anything like a big panel that goes with content and stuff, which I don't think they would do just because I mean, with how delayed they're already being, I don't think they're gonna have really anything to announce. Because if you think about it, like maybe they'll announce the rest of Phase 6 because they have only revealed phase a couple of Phase 6 stuff, but also like I I don't know from what I understand they always try to do like a phase ahead, and technically it would maybe be smart to reveal the end of Phase 6. Well, no, I don't know what they may do. I'm thinking they may skip out on San Diego Comic Con this year and then wait to reveal all of like the rest of Phase 6 during D23 in like September and like no like yeah, like September-ish, or they'll be revealing the rest of Phase 6, which definitely could be the case during San Diego Comic-Con, and then during September D23, the Disney Expo, they can just reveal some other like more upcoming things, like content wise for shows, like in Phase 5, which could be the case. I don't know. But let's talk about Flash really quickly. Flash is a little, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird because it's like we had Rogue War was kind of strange. Like, I feel like that was not. Like, I don't feel like we needed that. Interlude, we had 4 interlude episodes. That was weird. The Good, the Bad, the Lucky was horrible. Like, that wasn't good. Wildest Dreams with Nia now. That was good to see Nia back. But I think they could have done a. They could have had her come back in a way that actually had a storyline aspect to it. Partner in Time, that felt like a Legend Tomorrow episode. Not in a bad way, like that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it felt like something Legends would do. And then next episode, which sorry, my mistake. It's not coming out next week. They have a 2 week hiatus, and then April 26th, this episode is coming out. Another interlude episode. Um, it's My Party and I'll Die If I Want to. The only reason, okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is probably out of all the interlude episodes, what I may do, which I think would be fun, once the Flash like ends or closer when it's over, I kind of want to rate like every single interlude episode, just because they're all like really bad, and I think it would be funny to like rate them. I mean, I could probably do that quick right now, honestly. 4 minutes. I don't know. I'll see. I think we started interlude episodes in 6. I'll see. I think it would actually be kind of funny to do that. But yeah, it was weird. The only I think next episode interlude is gonna be the best, just cause Oliver Queen as Green Arrow's back, John Diggle's back, Wally West is back, Ramsey Rosso's Bloodwork is back, Dave Zane is back. Um, so it's fun. I'm excited for that. And then this is interesting too. The last 4 episodes of the whole show, which is actually really sad to say, like the Arrowverse is almost done. The last 4 episodes is um is a graphic novel called A New, and it's A New World Part One, A New World Part Two, A New World Part Three, and A New World 4. So the most we've ever had was a Part One, Part Two. So having a Part One, Part Two, Part Four means there's gonna be a bunch of cliffhangers, which I'm excited. The finale is gonna be May 24th, so that's exciting. Something also. Um, okay, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So also it's showing. No. Okay, never mind. That is not the case. Oh wait, maybe it is. Let me see. 1 second. I think it's Superman Lois's finale this season is going to be a 2 back-to-back episodes, like what Supergirl did. I think I saw that somewhere. That could just be false, and it could be like a typo that someone made. But I'm pretty sure that I pretty sure that I saw that somewhere. So that is exciting. Um. Okay, so episode 6 interlude. We had none. Huh. Pretty cool. Episode 7 interlude number 1. Goodbye Vibration. Cisco left. Did not like it. Masquerade. Oh, it's a Seal episode. Rayo de Luz. Ultraviolet episode where her twin died. Did not like that either. Season 8 interlude episodes. Impulsive excessive disorder. Nora and Bart was back. It was kind of like their spin-off episode, like if they ever had a spin-off. Kind of weird. Lockdown, I can't even remember that, which probably means it was bad. And then season 9, all those I already covered. So, oh, the interlude episode was great. I forgot about that. Funeral for a Friend, that was horrible. I really sad Frost died. Into the Still Force, that was kind of weird. The Curious Case of Bartholomew Allen. Oh, his age, his body aging, but like the opposite way. So he's becoming like young. That was weird. I guess I don't know. All of them are just kind of strange. So I don't know why they even make them. But uh, so yeah, there we go. That's the end of the live stream to All Star Wars Celebration Season 2. Our next live stream will be, I'm not actually sure when it will be. I don't know. I hope it's before the next comic convention, which is San Comic Con, but also that schedule will be coming out like July 3rd ish, and that's like in 3 months, which is kind of scary, less than 3 months. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I see you guys before then. I hope all of you guys have a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay awesome, and most importantly, stay just, yeah, just stay. All right.